Yo, Andy Castro here for Munch Tours in the amazing Osaka. We're gonna get the authentic street food from here, starting with Honamono. What is that? Kona means made with flour, which they're crazy about. Foods like Takoyaki, okonomiyaki, negiyaki. All the yakis are made with kona, with flour. The Osaka people are crazy about it, and I am too. Then we're gonna get all the drunk foods because you know Osaka is the party town, the party place of Japan. So we've got foods like todeyaki, which is stewed beef. We've got kushikatsu, the perfect drunk food, deep fried goody goodies. And did you know that yakiniku, Korean style barbecue, was introduced here, made famous here, then went Japan-wide. It's a total craze. You know, we can't miss out on that. Ah, so much food. Guys, let's do this. So we're in Dotonburi. No better place to start, well, to finish as well. Getting some street food here, and everyone's kind of hiding because it's raining, so they're all just tucked away. Good news for me. That means I can get whatever I want, whenever I want, starting with Takoyaki, because man, limitless supply, honestly, limitless. Gonna get takoyaki here at Takoyaki Wanaka on Dotonburi Street, and you know they got the girls just flipping away, so how can I resist? I just came straight in. The takoyaki is made from a flour-based batter. So inside it has dashi, which is like a broth seasoning, the all-purpose flour, baking powder, egg, salt, and soy sauce. And I just mix it up, boom, put it in. It's such a nifty way to create some food. You know, they put it in these like egg-shaped plates, pans that you just gotta flip, and what a process it is. It's beautiful. I love watching it every single time. It's even better at house parties. This is taco-sen. We got 3 takoyakis inside of this little shrimp cracker burger looking thing. Like, I've never had this before. I thought it was pretty cool, so I just got this instead. Only 200 yen, guys. They've all kind of went to the back, so let me try to bring it forward. Oh man. That's so good. Guys, that rice cracker really does a good job. It complements it so well, obviously because of the fishy flavor. You know, it's typical pink squid crackers or seafood crackers that you get at like Chinese restaurants. It's like that. Super crunchy. And it acts as a good base for that really soft takoyaki. Guys, the mayonnaise and the barbecue sauce really does a good job, because otherwise it would be kind of plain tasting. Pretty much the more sauce the better. Now that I heat it up, the rice cracker is a little harder to chew down, so I kind of got to bite it really hard. It's hot. It's hot. A little takoyaki hanging out the side there. I love the octopus, man. The octopus is so gummy. This is what makes takoyaki, man. So these dragon spots are the very inexpensive ramen shops here in Dotonburi and just in Osaka. You want ramen, just like stop by and you get what you come for, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna skip this because I eat like too much ramen in my channel. If you wanna watch ramen videos, like it's up here. So let's get something else a little bit more Osaka traditional wiseness. This is Sennichimae dori, and this is where you would go to get more of the izakaya food, drinking vibe, and less of the party vibe, and more of the like talky drinky vibe. So fun nonetheless. It's a little more south from Dotonburi, so if you just take a little bit of a walk, and then here you are, you got more food options, countless food options. And this is where we're gonna get bar food, the izakaya food, like the deep fried stuff. Let's just get into it. This is kushikatsu hyotan, and you know, by the restaurant name, they sell kushikatsu. And we're also gonna get the stewed beef, the todeyaki. Oh, can't wait. Can't wait, baby. Pork belly. Quail eggs. Fairly simple procedure, something that most of us have seen in the past in one form or another. We all have deep fried food, so he just basically dumped it in the batter. He rolled it in the breadcrumbs and straight into the fryer. Temperature was quite low, I can tell, because it wasn't splattering around, you know. It was just nice and light. I'd probably say 130, 150 degrees Celsius, something like that. It was just slowly cooking it, and you can also tell by the color. It's not too dark, it's just lightly deep fried, just enough to get that crunch. So whatever's inside would have had to be pre-cooked or just like pretty rare in consistency, because it definitely wasn't in there too long. It was probably like 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes. So I want to try these quail legs first. They look nice and crunchy and beautiful. God damn. Yeah, these will definitely cook beforehand. It's so creamy inside, guys. Oh, that's beautiful. I love quail legs. They got so much yolk. Just lovely. You put breadcrumbs around anything and deep fry it, and it's good. So you really can't go wrong. We need the kushikatsu sauce, guys. This is basically just like a barbecue sauce. So this is the one that they put on top of the takoyaki. This is the one you see with any katsu food. Katsu, by the way, because this is kushikatsu. Katsu just means deep fried, like breaded deep fried. And this is the sauce that goes with it. It's basically like a barbecue sauce with a little bit of vinegar. It's really sour. Gonna dip this pork belly. Right, give it in there. Oh, guys, do not double dip. Do not double dip. If you do, you're gonna look like a straight up. So if you're in a group setting, it'll be a larger bowl, but you know what? Just get your own bowl. I mean, there's a whole pile of them, and just liberatingly put that sauce everywhere. Please don't double dip. Number one rule, pro tip. Okay, pork belly, let's go. It's really thin. Just cooked enough, guys. Just cooked enough. Oh, and you've got leaves for all your vegetarians out there. Actually, they've got quite a few vegetarian options here. I mean, they do deep fry it in the same oil as beef and stuff. I don't know, man, you guys have a hard life. All the cabbage. All free cabbage. That's probably the closest thing you're gonna get to like a pork katsu, like that cutlet that you usually get with rice and stuff. And the beef, you know what? When they put it down, this is the first thing that I immediately smell. It seems like there's two bite-sized pieces, so I'm gonna go in for the first one. The beef soft choppers. And like I thought, the consistency is quite rare, which I love. So it's nice and pink and bloody and juicy with the crunchy outside. Genius, mate, genius. I love the beef here in Osaka. I mean, it's cheap, like, to get this little bit of beef for just 120 yen. Good shout, good shout. Wow. Here it is, todeyaki. It's basically just stewed beef. Yes, they are cubed. It's quite fatty and maybe a lot of like tendons and stuff. So it's not like prime beef cuts. But hey, that's the joy of it all. Fat is king. Fat is flavor. And these little cubed little pieces of jelly-like consistency little cake. It doesn't have any flavor. It has 0 calories, but it's meant to be like really good for you. This is in many different dishes here in Japan. The purpose that it serves is to soak up all of that juiciness at the bottom there. It's all nice and fatty and white, and you can tell it's just been stewed for ages. I'm gonna go with the little cake first. Yeah, it just does its job. Takes on the flavor of that beautiful stew. It's kind of sweet and really beefy. The beef. Now this is some bar food, man. Guys, sugar and lime, strawberries and cream, leaf and onions. Yes, you need it. You need the spring onions on top. It just does it. It fulfills the flavor profile. There's just a marriage made in heaven. Actually, the sauce is quite sweet. I thought it'd be saltier than that. I'm just gonna get this lump of beef fat. Oh yeah, baby. Nice. What I love about this Namba region is that, see all this yellow on the map, it's all walking streets, plus these plazas with a roof, which is good for now when it's raining and stuff. Just walk through, you get all this food, all this shopping, and it's massive, absolutely massive, and it's all party zone too. That's why I love Osaka. Like, you just get everything and anything that you want. There's no limits. You can hit up beauties like this place, you know, just a random temple amongst all the craziness. Man, Osaka's dope. I'm gonna do yakiniku high class style, that's right. For the first time ever in Munch Tours, it's gonna be high class, baby. We're gonna get Kobe beef from Kumamoto, down south in Japan. It's this island and they've got Wagyu there, so we're gonna get the Wagyu. This is yakiniku, find it everywhere. And usually you can get like buffet or you can eat, but I'm just gonna get this jumbo kalbi short ribs. Oh dude. It's gonna be good. This is a shout out to my culture. My background is from Uruguay. I was born and raised in Australia, but in Uruguay the short ribs it's called asado. In Uruguay and Argentina, barbecue, that's the traditional one. It's for me like the best beef in the cow. It's the best part. It's got fat, it's super juicy. You can see every little muscle, little strain. You can actually like peel them off if you're tedious enough. That's how good it is. So it makes it really spongy and chewy, but just utterly delicious, utterly delicious. It's one of the cuts that you probably don't want to undercook, like medium rare or anything. It's better if you kind of slightly overcook it because it's so soft. If you undercook it a little bit, it becomes really juicy, and like too soft, it becomes slightly mushy. I really can't wait for this yakiniku style, Osaka style. Yo, what's up, baby? I need to give this one a flip. I don't want to flip it too much because it's cooking quite fast. I mean, it's two ways to go about it. You can flip it really often so the juices stay inside, or you can just flip it once or twice and that's it. So that's up to debate which technique is better. This thing is cooking quite quickly. It's getting quite brown on the outside because the sugars from the sauce are burning real quickly, so you're gonna get that nice charred flavor, which is great. This is totally Korean style. This is that heaps of sauce on the outside. I mean, if I had this short rib at home, I wouldn't put sauce on it. I'll just straight up put salt. But you know, we're going all traditional like, right? Paying respect where respect is due. And I'm just gonna take this out because this is Kobe beef and it looks good. Going in with that sauce too, just dunking it. Here we go. Hallelujah. I'm sorry, I don't have Kobe often. It's beef heaven. I'm sorry if I'm not saying much. Hopefully my face is doing the talking. But guys, it's so soft. And not like a undercooked beef. Soft. It still has a chew, guys, but it just melts in your mouth. Like you can chew, and then the rest of the work it does itself, guys. It just melts for you. It's just like, take me. I will go into your mouth and just melt myself away like butter, man. Like butter. I always heard it, but I know what they're talking about now. Guys, it's because of the marbling, man. There's fat interwoven throughout the whole thing. Every little muscle fiber is surrounded by fat. The work that's being done for you is that fat. You chew through the muscle and the fat just relieves itself in you. You know what I mean? Fat is king. Fat is flavor. So this is basically just like a teriyaki sauce. I can taste the soy sauce, the mirin, there's a little bit of chili, something going on there, maybe a chili paste, maybe a fermented spicy bean paste being mixed in the mix. Mix. They've got some sesame seeds and some spring onions chopped up in there. So this is where the Korean comes out, yeah? Like, this is so typical. You got that like salty, sweet sauce. This Kobe shot me the up. It's hard to do. I'm at an absolute loss for words after that yakiniku, guys, the Kobe beef. Please drop that like and subscribe if you definitely did like it. Hopefully you know a little bit about Osaka food now, and I'll see you in the next video. Andy Castro from Munch Tours out.